Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. It's time, once again, for those egocentric attention holders, Harry and Meghan. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's been around a year since I've had the genuine pleasure of talking about everybody's favorite royal couple in one of my videos, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Oh, goody, goody. Oh, goody, goody, gumdrop.
And in this particular video, you are truly lucky because the focus isn't on Prince Harry, it's on Meghan Markle.
No! And you know why?
No.
Because her newest streaming series on Netflix is about to premiere, and it's all about cooking, gardening, and flower arrangements. Doesn't that just sound tantalizing? But before proceeding, if you're enjoying this video, please consider pressing the like button, and if you'd like to see more of my content, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. And I want to convey my deepest thanks and appreciation to everyone who has subscribed. Yes, ladies and gentlemen who are watching this video, Meghan Markle is convinced that she can personally help you learn how to cook, how to garden, and how to arrange flowers just like she does, because we've been treated by Netflix to watch a new trailer on YouTube that was released on January 2nd for its upcoming streaming series entitled With Love, Meghan, starring Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and wife to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. And it will be premiering on the streaming service on January 15th. But I have to ask, are you excited to watch this new Meghan Markle show? Are you craving yet another dose of the Sussexes after their truly abysmal so-called docuseries entitled Harry and Meghan premiered on Netflix just over 2 years ago in December 2022, as I had talked about in a video that I had released at the time and in several subsequent videos? In fact, to this day, that video remains my most viewed video as of the time that I am recording this video. And also to this day, that so-called docuseries, which was produced by the Sussexes, still has a tomato meter score of only 45% and an audience score of 19% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No! And you know why?
No.
Because in their short-sightedness, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle effectively destroyed most of the general public's perception about themselves, because about the only thing that they did in that so-called docuseries was to complain about how miserable their privileged lives were as members of the British royal family from the comforts of their posh $15 million Montecito, California mansion. And not long thereafter, in early 2023, is when Prince Harry's tell-all memoir entitled Spare was published, in which he made even more accusations against members of the British royal family, including against his older brother Prince William, who to this day wants nothing to do with Prince Harry or Meghan Markle. And I want to point out that while there may be some truth in what they have claimed may have occurred, at no point has there ever been any corroborating evidence or testimony to back it up, which effectively means that all of their complaints are nothing more than very biased hearsay, and it's originating from very privileged people who are completely out of touch with pretty much most of the human race as far as I can see. But in the numerous videos that I have posted about the Sussexes, to include my previous video that I cited earlier, I have repeatedly said that if they had focused their energies on doing something positive and productive with their lives after quitting their official duties within the British royal family, which was to the very deep sadness of Prince Harry's grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, instead of doing nothing more than publicly complain about their privileged lives and alleged mistreatment by members of the royal family against them, then in all likelihood they probably would not be as unpopular today as they currently are with the general public. So riding on that wave of unpopularity, much of which can probably be attributed directly to their so-called 2022 Harry and Meghan docuseries, how are people reacting to Netflix's new trailer for the upcoming With Love, Meghan streaming series about cooking, gardening, and flower arranging? As of the time that I am recording this video, the trailer currently has 11,000 likes versus 93,000 dislikes, which is a ratio of around 8.5 to 1 against. And by the time that I finish working on this video and get it published, I won't be surprised if the number of dislikes goes well over 100,000. So thanks to her own behavior, Meghan Markle is currently about as popular as Rachel Zegler, because that dislike to like ratio of 8.5 to 1 against for Meghan Markle's new Netflix series is right up there with the negative ratios against the teasers and trailers for Rachel Zegler's upcoming 2025 live-action version of Snow White that was designed for the so-called modern audience.
Weird.
And one thing that's truly funny to me about this trailer is how similar it looks to Joanna Gaines' cooking show entitled Magnolia Table that airs on her and her husband Chip Gaines' cable channel called the Magnolia Network, which I have watched a few times. And unlike the very pretentious and egotistical Meghan Markle, who is very unpopular, both Joanna Gaines and her husband Chip Gaines are very likable, approachable, funny, and down-to-earth people, which is why they are very popular. But what are others saying about this trailer for Meghan Markle's upcoming show? Let's take a look at this article posted on January 3rd by The Hollywood Reporter entitled, Meghan McCain criticizes Meghan Markle's new Netflix show, calling it utterly tone-deaf. Meghan McCain will not be tuning in to watch Meghan Markle's new Netflix show, With Love, Meghan. The host of the Citizen McCain podcast and daughter of the late Senator John McCain took to X, formerly Twitter, on Thursday to express why she feels the Duchess of Sussex's upcoming series is, quote, just completely and utterly tone-deaf, unquote. McCain wrote, quote, I was originally a Meghan Markle supporter. I thought she was cool, stylish, and refreshing. Like the rest of the world, my opinion changed when she disrespected the royal family. Now that she wants to be American again instead of British aristocracy, what she seems to forget is Americans want real, raw, uncensored. All of this, even in the trailer, is highly curated, produced, and out of touch, unquote. And I completely agree with that assessment. But this January 3rd article written by Madeline Aguilar for The Guardian is my personal favorite. It's entitled, Let Them Eat Sponge Cake. We watched Meghan Markle's cooking show trailer so that you don't have to. And its subtitle reads, Who is With Love Meghan for? Perhaps those drawn to trad wife aesthetics or maybe just Netflix. Imagine that you're about to host friends for dinner. How would you go about it? Oh, it's simple. You start in the lush, verdant garden that abuts your estate, strolling through the rows of ripe, juicy berries, gathering tomatoes, squash blossoms, and jewel-toned lettuce leaves in a dainty wicker basket. Yeah, this article is so well written, and it totally makes me laugh at how the absurdities of Meghan Markle's show are being called out. Then you stop by an apiary and collect fresh honey. Who the hell has the time or desire to do something like that just because you're having a few people over for dinner, and especially when all you need to do is to simply buy a squeezable bottle of honey from the supermarket? Make sure you have roughly 7 acres worth of edible flowers on hand to decorate the elaborate salads, donuts, and beverages you will serve your guests, all of whom are fabulously wealthy and famous celebrities. Gee, how many people who typically watch cooking and lifestyle shows can actually relate to that? Probably not that many. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. It's so obvious. Also, your husband is a prince. If this wasn't all immediately evident to you, wow, embarrassing. So essentially, ladies and gentlemen, Meghan Markle's new show, With Love, Meghan, is her opportunity to share her egotistical pretentiousness with the masses, which includes you and me. This week, the trailer dropped for Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex's new Netflix show, With Love, Meghan, which premieres on January 15th. According to Netflix, the series, produced by the Duchess, reimagines the genre of lifestyle programming by blending practical how-tos and candid conversations with friends new and old, and who were undoubtedly well paid to appear on the show. Quote, "We're not in the pursuit of perfection," unquote, Meghan assures us from somewhere deep inside a Nancy Meyers-esque farmhouse kitchen the size of a small airplane hangar. Quote, "We're in the pursuit of joy," unquote. Maybe that means that she and Prince Harry are tired of complaining about the royal family and how miserable their privileged lives are. According to Elle Decor, the Thermidor stove and range seen in the trailer could set one back anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000. The trailer, which looks like a quiet luxury Pinterest board come to life, is a symphony of beige. Beige sweaters, beige hummus, beige focaccia, personalized beige candles, and an assortment of beige flowers. Quote, "I see what color I gravitate to, and everything goes from there," unquote, Meghan says. And apparently that color is beige and beige flower arrangements. There are a few non-beige things too, like a single carrot sliced lengthwise and capri toasts made to look like ladybugs. In a culinary curtsy to her husband's homeland, Meghan also whips up an eaten mess and a Victoria sponge that she serves to the actor Mindy Kaling, who declares it, quote, "probably one of the most glamorous moments of my life," unquote. And the line was probably written for her to say by Meghan Markle. Kaling has been to multiple Met Galas and Oscar parties, but a slice of 3-layer cake is nice too. But here's something that's very important regarding this Meghan Markle series. The series was not filmed at Meghan and Harry's $14.6 million Tuscan-inspired estate, but a few miles away at the $8 million Montecito estate that belongs to philanthropists Tom and Sherry Sapola. So a cheaper and more relatable backdrop. I won't finish reading the comments that the author shared, but they're very funny, and one even references Joanna Gaines like I did. There are many far better cooking shows out there, so why the hell would anyone want to cook like Meghan Markle? And I truly love this question. Who exactly is this show for? I don't know of anyone who would actually want to watch Meghan Markle's new show. And based on the reactions to the show's trailer on YouTube, I seriously doubt that the show is going to have all that much of an audience. Though some might watch out of curiosity just to see how bad the show is probably going to be. But please let me know in the comments below what you think of Meghan Markle and her latest show and whether you plan to watch it. Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to each and every one of you who has subscribed to support this channel. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, and Blue Sky by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.